So the Wednesday before Easter back in 2018, regular Wednesday routine. Went to church with some friends. We went to Zaxby's afterwards. Walking back to our cars, a man had stolen a car and was either out to hit someone or thinking that he was turning onto a road but was still in the parking lot. He sideswiped my buddy Jacob. He hit me directly, threw me about 50 feet through the air, and I landed, of course. He couldn't get back out onto the road, so he had to pass back by. I guess I looked dead enough that he just continued driving on. Thankfully, Jacob was only sideswiped. He was not injured as badly as I was. So we called 911. They got me to CMC Maine. Was at the ER there, in ICU for 2 weeks, post-ICU for 1 week, inpatient rehab for 2 weeks, and then outpatient rehab for 3 months. 2 broken bones, traumatic brain injury that required a lot of recovery, a lot of time. Basically had to relearn how to walk, relearn how to eat, relearn how to swallow even. And so it was a very, very traumatic event. I've been with the company just shy of 2 years at that point. And so I spent all of pretty much the summer of 2018 in recovery and everything. And thankfully though, Kloeckner held my job. I had coworkers that came to visit me in the hospital multiple times. The points on the Safe Start, eyes on task, mind on task, preventing distractions and things like that are even more important, even as something as simple as walking through a parking lot, to be completely and fully aware of your surroundings, to try to prevent things like this from happening. Really just the people's support. I mean, I had managers that came through the hospital, coworkers that came to visit, people who were very focused on making sure that I was recovering and not to worry about the workload. And I mean, to the extent of I was talking steel grades while I was still very out of it, very heavily medicated. I was talking about steel. I pretty much made a full recovery, but that's thanks to the understanding and the kindness of the folks with Kloeckner. Thankfully, the people cared, and they held the job. They wanted me to come back. And so with my return, they were very kind and very gracious to allow me to kind of work back up to full speed.